Lining up. They're off. And they're heading towards first of 18 fences. Greater Glory, the Russian saddler. They began well with Duke Account along their outside. Fly Wild Johnny is in the mix as well. Accompanied is just in behind the leaders, being followed by Samilia. And then comes Conscription. They're at the first fence now, over the first. And all shifting away. Tobshiba along with Into Focus and Carriglux, they are in the rear division. So taking the turn at a steady pace going down the side of the track, and it's the Russian saddler now moves on. The Russian saddler by around about half a length as they go towards the next fence. Duke Account is in second place. Greater Glory is in third. Fly Wild Johnny's just in behind them from Carriglux, and there Samilia really backed off that fence and put the brakes on and rather hampered Into Focus. So going now towards the turn, and it's the Russian saddler and Duke Account, those two together. Carriglux, Greater Glory and Fly Wild Johnny are just in behind from Conscription, and these are being followed by Tobshiba, and on the inside accompanied. The last two are Into Focus, who's now just being preceded by Samilia, who puts in that hair-raising leap at fence 2. So they rise at the third, going over the third. Samilia rather disorganised on landing, so making the run now towards the final fence this time round. And it's fence number 4, and it's Duke Account and the Russian saddler together. They're followed by Greater Glory on the inside. Carriglux is out wide. Fly Wild Johnny in the blue and grey jacket just in behind the leaders. They take that fence. They're being followed over it by Conscription accompanied. On the wide outside is Tobshiba, then Into Focus, and Samilia being pushed along at the back. 2 circuits still to go. Taking the turn, making the run now towards the fence by the paddock. And as they do so, it's Greater Glory up along the inside of the Russian saddler, then Duke Account. They're followed by Fly Wild Johnny and Carriglux, accompanied in Conscription, are together as they take that fence, and they're over it in front of Tobshiba, Into Focus, and Samilia being chased along at the back. So they move on down the far side. As they do so, it's Greater Glory, the Russian saddler, and Duke Account is in the red and green jacket 3 wide. They're being followed to this next fence by Carriglux, then Fly Wild Johnny. They jump it. Mistake there from Duke Account. Looks a little bit awkward. Samilia really struggling at the back. So making the approach now to the open ditch. Greater Glory, Duke Account, and the Russian saddler, followed by Carriglux, and then Fly Wild Johnny. Conscription accompanied, jumps the open ditch next, being followed by Tobshiba, several lengths to Into Focus, and Samilia at the back marker. Making the run now to a plain fence. They're well bunched up front, and it is Duke Account who's on the wide outside. Duke Account, Greater Glory, the Russian saddler between horses. They're followed by Carriglux and Fly Wild Johnny. Fly Wild Johnny up the inside, accompanied Conscription. They follow, followed by Tobshiba. Into Focus, a few lengths detached, but not as detached as Samilia. So now heading down the side of the track to a plain fence, a fence before the turn. So it is Greater Glory and Duke Account. They are stride for stride. Carriglux is only 3/4 of a length off them in third position as they jump that fence from Fly Wild Johnny. The Russian saddler who was up there disputing the lead has now just lost several places. On the wide outside is Tobshiba as they now approach the turn into the straight. The company's lost a little bit of ground. Into Focus is detached, and right at the back there Samilia has been pulled up. So heading now towards the first of 2 fences in the straight. And as they come to the first of those, it's Greater Glory and Carriglux on the outside. Greater Glory, Carriglux, followed by Duke Account, and in behind those is Fly Wild Johnny, and then the Russian saddler, who's followed by Conscription to the wide outside. Tobshiba is next, still detached but going is Into Focus. So running now towards the McIver's fence. This will be the last next time round. It's Greater Glory will take off in front. Carriglux second. Mistake there from Conscription in the blue and orange jacket, and right at the back Into Focus as London unseated the rider. Heading now towards the turn out of the straight circuit, left to go, and the leader is Greater Glory. It's Greater Glory in front by a couple of lengths to Carriglux. Duke Account still on the premises in third, being followed by the Russian Saddler behind in fourth place with Conscription there for company. They're being chased by Fly a Wild Johnny. On the wide outside, Tobshiba belted that fence pretty hard, and the company's struggling to keep up. And now they're making the run towards the side of the track, the far side of the track. Line of three fences to jump over on the back, and Carriglux now has moved on. Carriglux from Greater Glory. Carriglux by just about a length and a half, and now just took a bit more ground out of Greater Glory with the jump there. Duke Account's about 5 lengths away in third. The Russian Saddler's being driven along. Tobshiba's trying to make ground. Fly Wild Johnny has dropped away. Conscription has been pulled up. A company is about to be pulled up. They've just jumped the open ditch. So it is still Carriglux and Greater Glory, those two. Going on towards the final fence in this line, 4 from home. Duke Account and Tobshiba are following. They're third and fourth respectively. Then the Russian Saddler and Fly Wild Johnny, and they are the only ones still going as they jump that final fence down the back, and the latest one to make an exit from the race is Fly a Wild Johnny, who pulls up. So making the run now to 3 from home, and it's Carriglux in front by about 2 lengths to Greater Glory second. Duke Account's in third, Tobshiba a length and a half further back in fourth. The Russian Saddler is detached from these. They jump that fence. So Carriglux full of running at the moment, followed by Greater Glory. Break then of about 3 lengths to Tobshiba, and Duke Account is being driven, being eased down right at the back there, and pulling up is the Russian Saddler. Then there were 4, 2 defences left to jump then, 4 runners going. Carriglux now trying to kick away. Carriglux being followed in second place by Greater Glory. Carriglux now is at the second last over safely. Greater Glory in second place. Tobshiba blundered in third, and in fourth is Duke Account, and on the run down to the final fence it is Carriglux and Joe Wright with a lead here of several lengths, must be about 6 or 7 lengths clear. Here's the final fence, the hill to follow. Carriglux at the last, pops it safely. Greater Glory about 6 lengths down on landing, then a long way back in third position is Tobshiba, and halfway up the run in it's Carriglux just being kept up to his work. Carriglux in the hands of Joe Wright going to the finish. It is Carriglux who will collect. Carriglux the winner. Second place goes to Greater Glory, and Greater Glory then is well ahead of Tobshiba in third, and Duke Account is now just hacking home in fourth place.